Start. Yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Sampath, can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Yes.
Anna.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. So, hello, everyone. Good evening. Um, we are very thrilled to welcome you to our free Python bootcamp, and we are excited to have you join us on this exciting journey into the world of programming and Python. So, how many of you are excited for this bootcamp? Uh, so, we need your responses, and also you can comment us in the chat box. And we hope that this evening will be the good and great time for us. Yes. So yes, we need where you are from, and you can also comment your name and where you are joined from, and please you can give your name and also the what you are studying, and also mm where you belong to, where do you live in. So you can give those comments in the YouTube chat or the chat. You can share your the the comments. Yes. So we are also excited for this boot camp, Python boot camp. This is completely free. It begins, as you know, that it started from today until 5 days till 5th November. So we request you to be there on time. And yes, yes, yes. Thank you for your comments. Yes, please share your place. Where do you live right now? Thank you for your messages. Yes, yes. Please, you can share your place where you are from. Yes, thank you. From Varangal. Yes, thank you. From Hanmakonda. Yes, thank you. I hope that you are all excited for this camp. Yes, Sunny from Hanmakonda. Sai Chandana, diploma. Yes, thank you. Pratyusha Reddy from Karimnagar. Ganga Lakshmi from Hanmakonda. Yeah, from Miryalguda Nasir. Yes. So we also so excited hearing you. Most of are from Hanmakonda, Varangal, and also yes, Miryalguda. Yes, some are from Hyderabad. Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys. Anvita from Hanmakonda. Yes, Harshita. Oh, Maithili is from Kazipet. Yes. Yeah, thank you for your responses, and please be in active. If you have any kind of questions, you can also ask in the comment box. Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored to have a distinguished guest with us today. So please join me in welcoming uh, our resource person, uh, S- Sajid from Calwings. So to our Python bootcamp. So Calwings, as a team, we are training most of the students, especially in technical field. So at Calwings, we believe in fostering a culture, excellence, and innovations. And our dedicated team is driven by a shared passion for empowering students in emerging technologies. So, creating a vibrant community and also connecting them with invaluable industry opportunities. And Calvings is also about it is making a significant impact in the world of education and tech by bringing together talented students and fostering the peer-to-peer learning and bringing the gap between the academia and also the industry. So this is a few words of introduction about the Calvings. And today, we have the resource person with us. So let's take a moment to introduce our person, resource person, whose name is Muhammad Sajid. So he's a main person for Calvings and also CEO of Robocolumn. So we are delighted to have with us. So he's ready to share their insights and also uh, answer to all your doubts and questions. So as we start this, we welcome our Mohammad Sajid for taking the remaining sessions.
Yes, thank you so much for an amazing start, Edward Blessing. So yeah, as I can see that the people have been hearing about what Python is and something. So this is not the very first session which we are going to do. So we have been like associated with multiple organization, which I will try to talk about and what our aim is from Calvings and how we are going to benefit you. So all these things we are going to start about this thing. So now what we will be doing is we will be connecting you to just to learn new technologies and all these things. So for that we have selected a few students and make this boot camp possible. So now I just want to like tell you what exactly Calvings is and what exactly we have planned. It's a simple community which we want to share to you. So this community is something to learn and grow. So that's a simple thing which I want to tell in brief, like tell in one line if someone asks me about Calvings. So here we have been uniting multiple students from multiple school, colleges and areas, and we have targeted them to teach or share the knowledge about latest technologies, right from their what we call the basics of some programming language to becoming an excellent person in that, like a pro or getting interviews or opportunities to be shared and all these things. So So that's what we are trying to do actually. And yeah, I know very people, most of you are beginners, and even I can see few of you have even touched the systems for the first time. So here we have an amazing training team. So this Python bootcamp will be led by Sanjana. So Sanjana has been carrying a very good experience, and she has been started her journey into the Python and learning about IoT and all these technologies since 2020. And since this 3 4 years, she has been carrying an amazing experience, and we feel like she has been the right resource person to share the knowledge about Python today. So thank you so much, Sanjana, to be taking all the sessions over here. And now I do request you to please follow all the guidelines whatever we do share in this amazing sessions. So here we are not going to charge anything. We are going to provide you certification also to all those who have attended all the 5 classes. There will be separate Python certification to you. And our goal is so simple. We just want to let you understand about basics of Python so that you can choose whether to plan your career in Python or not. So that's a simple thing which we want to make happen. And not only Python, in future we are going to get classes related to IoT, cyber security, pure data science, and building an application, UI and UX, or building a UI and UX of an application, Flutter, Java, and all the latest technologies. We want to build a community where every student should feel ki, yes, we are getting motivated, or we are there. We can start with any basics, and we start with basics, and we make you to lead the platform. For that thing, I do request you to join the WhatsApp groups, and we are developing our own application which will be live in this month. So that thing we will share all the details later. That community which we are building community is purely for students, and by students we are trying to run it. So here there are few of our teammates. Sampath will be leading, and if you have any queries, yes, you can get updated. You can post that query in the comments, and along with him, we have people like Sheikh Baji and Amir and Nasir and Nemat. So we will be there to help you continuously. So if you have anything, please let us know. And today, Sanjana will be starting with very basics, and we'll let you know why we have chosen Python and all this stuff. So in the description, YouTube description later, by the end of this session, you will get all the links, like feedback link also. So everything she will explain you. So thank you so much. Ki I hope you will enjoy the sessions for 5 days, and we have chosen this time because we will be enjoying this time in watching reels or chit chatting with friends or something. So just give your 1.5 hour to 2 hours. You will definitely have an amazing experience. That's what I can say. And yes, Sanjana, I just request you to take over the things, and please go ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone. Yeah, hello everyone. Is my voice audible? Can you please type yes in the comment section? Yeah, thank you, Sweta. Yeah, hello guys and good evening. Welcome to the Python Bootcamp of day 1, in which we are going to discuss about the introduction to Python and also the installation process. Yeah, thank you everyone. May I know how many of you are aware of this Python? Yeah, these are some guidelines. Every day we are going to start our session at 8 p.m. It is a 5-day boot camp session, and we will also assign you some assignments uh, by using the Google Classroom as a platform. We will update you the assignments, and you can go through the assignments for the more interaction between us. These are the contents that we are going to learn today. The module contents consist of the programming basics, Python introduction and its installation. Coming to the motivation, here are some quotes. Just take a while to read your quote. Everyone in this country should learn to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. Yes, right. By the famous Steve Jobs. All of my friends who have younger siblings who are going to college or high school, my number one piece of advice is you to should learn how to program. The person who knows how to program, if we given any task to them, they are able to code and then they can give it to as a final product to the user so that some many of the problems can be faced, many of the problems can be solved. Coming to the programming basics. Firstly, we will know who is a programmer. The word programmer has a separate vibe, right? A person who give the set of instructions to a machine to perform a task or to accomplish a task is known as a programmer. If we take an example, if we take a small task that is to calculate a sum of two numbers, here to perform this task we need a set of instructions which includes first we need to give two inputs. If you want to add two numbers, we need to give two inputs as a number. That is the first task. And then we need to perform the operation sum. Means we need to write a logic that is a plus b is a logic. And we need to store that in a variable, in a resultant variable, and we need to print that result. These are some instructions that we need to give to the machine so that it can perform the task, the operation which is a sum. At the end, it should be able to print the result, that is the what is the sum of two numbers. Did you get an idea of who a programmer and what he do? Can you please type yes in the comment section? Yes. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you for your response. We'll proceed. Now, coming to the programming basics. As we know, the machine it can only understand the machine language. Here, machine language is consists of only ones and zeros. There are billions of combinations of ones and zeros, which is understandable by the machine, but it is very complex for humans to understand like billions of ones and zeros format. We cannot just use this language to program. So we are using here Python, which is a high level language. As we discussed earlier, like we need to give the input, we need to write the logic like a plus b, and we need to print. These are some English like words we are using, like print, logic, result, show, import. Like this simple language is used in Python. Now, this whatever the simple high level language like what we speak, that language again it is not understandable by the machine. There is a problem that machine understands only the machine language, that it is very complex for us to understand, and our human like language cannot be understood by the machine directly. So there is a need of translator, right? If you take a normal example of a person who knows French, but he want to present his ideas to the Telugu people, so we need a translator of person who needs Telugu. Similarly, here the source code refers to any code which is of Python code, C code, C plus code. That code should be converted into the machine language. This can be possible by the translator. Here, the translator will be a compiler and interpreter. Compiler here refers to the compiler, it will do, like it will run whole code at once, whereas the interpreter it will run each line of code step by step. That is the difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Yeah, can someone tell me the definition of like what a compiler will do in the comment section? If you are very active, it will be very beneficial for you in the upcoming sessions. Can you tell me what is a compiler? What does a compiler do? Please be interactive. Yes, that's right, Karthik. Nazir, it's nothing but compiler. It will run the whole code at once, whereas the interpreter will run the code line by line. Yeah, Aishwarya. Next, thank you for your response. Yeah, that's right, Srijana. Now, coming to the Python introduction. Actually, why we need to learn the Python? Like, don't worry if you don't know the programming languages like C or C++. Who are not aware of the languages like C or C++ can directly learn the Python language because it is very user friendly, easy to learn, and easy to execute also. It is versatile because Python is not limited to a particular domain, whether it's web development, data analysis, machine learning, or automation, even game development also. It has a wide range of applications. And it is a booming programming language right now. As you can see here, if we want to print a normal statement like hello world, in Java we need many lines of code. Like we need to use public class, and you need for just to print a statement you need to use system.out.print. Here the number of lines is of 3 to 4 lines, whereas in Python you can see just a print statement is enough to print the string hello world. See, so by this we can know the code complexity, the length of code lines is reduced in Python compared to Java, and it is very easy to implement and understand. And Python, it supports many vast group of libraries which support many web applications. Python can be used on a server to create web applications. It can connect the database systems, it can read and modify the files. We can also use it in the machine learning. I can use it to handle the big data, to perform the complex mathematics also. And the benefit of the Python is it can work on different platforms. Like it can work on Windows, Mac, Raspberry Pi also. Python runs on an interpreter system, meaning, as we know, as we discussed previously, what are the types of translator here? Python is an interpreter system. Python can be treated in a procedure way, it is an object oriented way. Python was designed for readability and has some similarities to English language with influence from mathematics. Python relies on the indentation. It is very important in Python. We need to have a proper indentation, like proper spacing we need to be followed in the coming further topics like functions and loops. As you can see, these are the all companies in backend. They use the Python to develop their backend systems to have a good human computer interaction. They use the Python, and these are some real life application we see. If you want to build a good career by using Python, you have many options. Like you can become a web developer, you can also become a machine learning engineer or a deep learning engineer. There is much scope also for the data scientist and also for the data analyst. As you can see the census, the number of positions intaking for the machine learning engineer is top. Python is very easy if you want to implement any machine learning or deep learning applications. And if you look down here, these are some companies which offer you the role of the data scientist. If anyone is interested in becoming the data scientist or data analyst, you can have a good foundation on Python. Then later on, you can extend it into enhance your skills in machine learning and deep learning through Python. Yeah, may I know how many of you want to become a web developer or a data scientist or data analyst? Oh, no one want to become a data scientist. Okay, Ajay. Okay, unique well. Okay, good. You need to have a good foundation in Python. Next, these are the Python applications. That is, we can build a web applications using Python, which is an open source. And we can also create a desktop GUI graphical user interface applications and also animations, gaming and whatnot. Yeah, okay, I can see many of you are interested. Very good thing to hear. Coming to the concepts, I'll just briefly tell you about the concepts like variables and data type, and later we'll jump into the installation process lively. Generally, variables are very common thing, like initial thing to do if you want to perform any operations in coding. There are some rules for creating a variable. Please note down this point. These are the rules for the variables. Everyone should be available with a pen and a paper. You are going to have assignments and quizzes also. So please make some notes. Note these important points. Variable name must start with the letter or a special character underscore character. It should not start with number. And it is a case sensitive. Like if we take an example, a equals to 6. Here a is an variable and equals to sign refers to the assigning operator. 6 is a value which is assigned to the variable a. Here you can give your own variable name as per your wish. It can be like A1 or A10 or underscore A10, variable 1 to anything. Case sensitive refers to the if we are using a equals to 6 print a, then here the a should be small letter a only. It should not be a capital letter. We'll go through while execution path detailedly. And coming to the data types. Data types are the most important concept in the Python. We have many data types like numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, and sequence type. In numeric, we have integer, complex, and float. As we know, integer, it is a whole combination of whole numbers which consist of the positive and also the negative values. Whereas float, example, you have like 7.33 or 5.55, which allows you to type the point decimal values. Whereas complex numbers, it consists of 5 plus 4j or 2 plus 3j, where 2 is the real number and 3 is the imaginary value. This is just a brief intro about the variables and data types. In for upcoming days, we will discuss about the dictionary, list, tuples, etc. It's gonna be very interesting and they are very important also. Yeah, coming to the installation part. In this first, we will install the Python from the official python.org, and later we will install the PyCharm IDE, which is an open source where it will be very easy to implement any web applications, any Flask or any domains to host also. And it contains of vast number of libraries to install, and it is very interface is very user friendly. Here, IDE refers to the integrated development environment. You need to all note this all small information. Coming to the installation, may I know how many of you have laptops with you right now? Can you type in the comment section like I have lappy, I have laptops? Yeah, okay, Nazir. Those who have laptops, they can simultaneously download the Python and PyCharm IDEA with me. I'll just share my screen. And don't worry, who don't have the laptops, for the mobile users, yeah, okay, Ramana, you can go to the Play Store and just search for Pydroid 3 app. You can click on install. Okay, Pratyusha, no worries. You can go to Play Store and search for the app Pydroid 3 and install it. The mobile users, after installing the app, you will see a interface like this where you can print the hello world, and you can just click on this yellow color play button to run the code. And you can see here the hello world which is showed as an output. Okay, just now try to install the Pydroid app in your mobiles. If anyone of you install the Pydroid app, please let me know in the comment section that I have installed Pydroid. And for the laptop users, I'll share my screen how to go through the installation process. First, let me know about the mobile users. Did you start downloading? Yeah, Uniquel, did you download the Pydroid app? Yes, Ashrita. Okay, it's downloaded. Can you see this interface? Like, click on the three menu bar and create a new file, name it something, and just print hello world for today. Here, any string that you want to see as a output that should be inside the indentation, like double quotes. Okay, now the laptop users, I'll share my screen. Just whoever don't have the laptops, you can just note down the installation process. In future, it will be very useful. Like if you go to your college also, you can try to install this or in your brother's or anyone's laptop. I'll just share my screen. Can you see my screen? That is Google page. Yeah, good. Can you see my screen? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Harshini. Now just go to Google. First type python.org. And if you go to the official page, that is python.org, you can see here download for Windows. If you are like Mac, you can select the Mac. Mine is Windows, so I selected the Windows. Then just go to the last. Yeah, here you can see the download. Now go to bottom and you can click on this 64-bit. Everyone's laptop is of 64-bit, that is Windows embeddable package. Click on that. Click on Windows installer 64-bit. Let me type in the comment section for easy understanding. Yeah, everyone, first go to the Python official page, go to downloads, and just click on this latest Python 3 available. Click on that. After clicking on that, scroll down and you can see the Windows installer 64-bit. Just click on that. You will be down a .exe file will be downloaded. Now open that file. Sweta, this is free Python. After clicking on the Windows installer 64-bit, you can in the downloads you can see a python.exe file. Just click on that. Then you can see a install now. Click on install now. Click on yes. Run as administrator. Then it will start initializing. It takes some time. Now, once it is completed, you can see a message like setup was successful. Then just close it. Now the python.exe is installed into your system. Now it's time to install our PyCharm IDE. It's an environment interface where we code and run the web applications. Do everyone and did everyone understand? Is there any doubts? Video is not clear. Can you? Yeah. Nothing. Just go to the Python official website. Click on downloads for Windows. Check for the latest version. If you click on that latest version, if you scroll down, you can see a Windows installer 64-bit. Click on that. A .exe file will be installed in your computer. Just run it as your system administrator. Then it will be installed. That's done. Don't worry, I will share the installation guide also. Now, just note down the steps for installation of the PyCharm also. To install the PyCharm, there is an official website that is JetBrains. Type JetBrains and PyCharm. Go to the first official website. In PyCharm, we have the community based and also the professional based. Yeah. After clicking on the official website, just click on this main download option. Just click on download option. Here you can see the professional and also the community. Please download the community edition. It is free and open source. Click on download. Then the pycharm.exe file will be installed in your systems. Take some time. Just let me know when yours completed. No, for mobile users, there is an app, Android. PyCharm, it does not support in mobile. If your net is slow, it may take much more time. Just note down the steps. If your net is too low, you can try it after the session. And tomorrow I'll post an assignment, so you need to work on that and update in the WhatsApp group. There will be separate marks will be awarded for the assignments. Yeah. After the it is downloaded, just click on that. Uh, it will also ask as user control. Just click on yes. After that, keep on clicking next. Select the path. This is the main path. Next, click on cancel. Click on next. This is the destination folder. In C program files, JetBrains, your PyCharm edition will be downloaded. Click on next. And if you want a desktop shortcut, you can click on this desktop shortcut. It, uh, enable everything and click on next. Install. Click on install. Starts installing the PyCharm IDE. This IDE has a very good interface where you can install the libraries with a specified version. Like if you go for any other IDs, then you need to manually type the version of that. The version may be like 2 point. Yeah, I will definitely. Do you need the repetition from the Python installation or PyCharm installation? Yes, can. Do you need repetition for PyCharm installation? Okay, I will explain it again. Af- Okay, I'll explain it again. After the installation, just click on finish. You will get a logo on your desktop. Finish. Okay, I'm explaining again for the PyCharm. First, ensure that the Python 3.12 version is installed in your system like this, like Python 3.12.064.exe. Just run that as your run as administration file. Click on install. After the installation of Python, now Python is completed. Come to the PyCharm. Again, open the Google. Type JetBrains. JetBrains PyCharm. Just note down the steps. Go to Google, type JetBrains PyCharm. Then go to this official website provided by the JetBrains. And next, now click on this main download button. Just click on it. You will be directed to the PyCharm Professional, which is uh, we need to buy it. It is a subscription. It is not free. So scroll down. You will be available with the PyCharm Community Edition. You should download this, which is you can see here free and open source. click on that download. I have already downloaded, so I'm not clicking on that. Yeah, till now it's clear. If yes, please type yes in the comments. Yeah, Pratyusha, it's clear till now. Yeah, okay, thank you. Now, after the downloading the .exe file of PyCharm, you need to click on that. Then you will get a dialog box like, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Then click on yes. It's already downloaded. Wish to continue. After you run it as administration, just go and click on next, and you enable all the ticks that to ensure it is creating a shortcut and making the .py files. Enable all of that and just click on next until you get the install button. Select these, next. Hmm. Yes. Okay, after installation, you will get a shortcut of PC. As you can see the logo here. Click on that. This is the PyCharm interface. Initially for you, it may be in the dark mode. Yeah, you can see this interface. If anyone is facing difficulties, I'll share the installation guide. Uh, just be aware of what's happening in this. As you can see here, main menu, click on that. You will see the file. Here you need to create a new project file so that it will open a new interface. Click on new project. Now it will create a virtual environment for your project. Here you can change your new project name. That is, ours is Python Day-1. You can give as your wish, you can give any name and click on create. Then it will create a virtual environment. This is the main.py, which is an default file which will be displayed. Now this is the project. We have the when we is a virtual environment. Just click on this. Just right click on this Python Day-1. Just go to new. We have different options like you can create the Python file, HTML file, or the another directory, etc. I'm selecting the Python file. Here, make sure you don't give your Python file which includes any library names. Like if we have a library called NumPy or Pandas, ensure that the library name should not be any of the keywords or the libraries. Just for now, you can give the file name as basic, enter. And you can see a file will be created that is basic.py. Here .py is the extension of the file. Now let's print our first program. This is a basic universal first program for every beginner. Just print. Print is a statement which is used to show whatever we will enter in these double quotes, that is considered as a string, that will be reflected as an output. Print hello guys, or you can type here hello world, anything. And now just right click on the basic.py file. You can see here the run basic option. Click on the run basic. Here you can see this is the C user. This is my location. Just ignore it. And here you can see the hello guys. If we clear, we write here welcome to day-1 bootcamp, or you can type hello space your name. Just click on run. See, whatever the string, whatever the sentence between these double quotes will be printed here. You can also use the single quotes instead of double quotes. Yes, hi. This will also be printed. Whatever it is mentioned in the double quotes or the single quotes, it is known as the strings. You can change the resolution to high. In Python, if you want to comment anything, we will use the hash code. Whatever we will write in the hash code, it will not be printed in the terminal. Here I'm using hash code and writing first program, which is and comment. When I run this file again, the comment will not be displayed, only the hello guys and this hi will be displayed. The comments are for the programmer, used by the programmer to, if we share the code to anyone also, they can easily understand the code. We need generally a good programmer will write the good comments for each line so that anyone can understand the code easily. Like the laptop users or the mobile users, did you run the print statement? If yes, please type yes in the comment section. Yes, good, Aditya and Srijana. Yeah, I'll wait for your response. I need to get more response. Yeah, in Python, we don't need the semicolons. That's the advantage of it. Everyone, please try. I'm waiting for your responses. Yeah, okay. Now let's now write the programs related to the variable declarations. As I said you, there are some rules for variable declaration. It should not start with a number. It must and should start with a alphabet or an underscore also. On the first variable, it can be anything like A or B. Let's take it as variable where 1 equals to, I'm assigning some value like 55, and now the 55 value is assigned to variable 1, and I can also use underscore first. Variable 2 is of 7.577, and then now I'll print these variables. Variable 1 print. You can also combine this the string like this, variable 2 comma, and now this is the string that will be displayed as a text, and now you can view variable 2. Let's see the output. Underscore. Just right click on this basic.py file, go to run. As you can see, I have printed the variable 55, and also in the next statement you can see variable 2 as you are getting the variable 2 as a text, and 67.77 is a value stored in underscore variable 2. Now let's try with starting a variable with a number. Will it show an error or not? I'm using one variable equals to 9. I'll print 1. Like you can see here in PyCharm IDE, you have an advantage that if you type any error, it will show it as a red lines. And anyway, it's an invalid syntax. Like the variable name should not start with 1. Like it should not start with the numeric values. It must and start with the alphabet value or an underscore. I'm gonna delete it. You can also run here. This is the shortcut. To run a code, you can use the shortcut like Shift plus F10, or you can just click on this instead of right clicking on that and going to click on run. Now, we have discussed about the types in the variables in the numerics, that is integer, float, and complex. Now the integer and float is completed. Now let's take another variable for the complex. Complex equals to 2 plus 4. Then how the Python can know its data type? We are not initializing it as anything like int variable 1, float variable 2, complex. We are just giving the values and it's itself know its types. Like I'll print type of variable 1. Here this type keyword type is a inbuilt keyword in Python which is used to know the data type of the variable. Now let's see. As we know that 55 is a positive integer value. Now when we type of variable 1, it should give us int. When we run this, as you can see here, class int. Int is a shortcut for the integer. And similarly, you can print different types of underscore variable to and complex. Just go to print type, and in this open brackets we need to give the variable name, that is variable 2, and then I'll also print all the types. Type of com. Now you need to get the output, as we know variable 1 is a 55, it will get integer like int, and underscore variable 2 is a float, we will get the float, and it is complex. See, as you can see here in this terminal, first one is the int and next is the float. We are not mentioning anything, just we are giving the decimal values, as it has after point there are some values, so it is considering it as float. And then here it is consist of a real value and imaginary value, so it itself it can know that it is of complex data type. Instead of giving here the values, we can also give dynamically, like at the terminal, and also we can give the inputs. For this, we are using an keyword called input, like a equals to input. Yeah, Shweta, I'll let you know. 1 second. First, hashtag is used for the single line comment, and if you want to comment this complete lines of code, if you have a multiple lines of code, if you want to comment that, you can use this triple quotes. Now this will not be printed. Now by using this we can make the multiple lines into a comment. Now if I run this, now I'm commenting this multiple lines. So now we cannot see its type. Previously we have a display of type in float and complex. Now I've made it into a comment, so it will not be displayed. When I remove this and run, you can see this. We'll type here multiple line code. We can use double quotes. This code should be at the end, starting and the ending point. You can also use this hashtag star, and it should end with hashtag. Let me try. One second. Okay, we can use this triple quote for the multiple line commenting, and to give input at the terminal end. Now a equals to input, enter any value equals to, and print a. Now see, Now run this. At last, you can see there is an uh, calling like enter any value, and here at the terminal end we can give our input. That is, instead of giving in the code values, we can also give it in the terminal end. During the runtime also we can give this. It is 67, enter. Now we have given a value using the input, and we have printed the 67. This is used to give the values at the runtime. Let me stop sharing and share once again. Share. Okay, quick recap about the Python. It is an high level language. It is easy implementation. We have also learned about the variables and data types, like variable declaration, rules for variable, and we have also learned the process of installation. And don't worry if you are not here or the screen is not here, I'll share the installation guide. Have known about what is a interpreter and what is a compiler. Have also known the where we are using, what are the career opportunities, what are the job roles you can choose, like a data analyst or a data scientist or a web developer, machine learning engineer. And we have seen, we have executed the variables, that is, and we have used all these rules by by starting the variable with the alphabet, by starting it with the number. If we start it with the number, we have seen there is an error, so we should not start with a number, and it is a case sensitive. And after the variables, we have executed the numerics like integer, complex, and float. These are the first data type. And we have also printed the type. What is it type? Like it is of integer class, float class, or complex numbers. And for tomorrow's session, we will learn about the list data types, that is, which consist of lists, tuples, and dictionaries. Tomorrow class is very important. And if you have any doubt in the installation process after this session, please try on that. And if you face any problems, please post it in the group, and we will try to help you in the installing. If you have any question, please post in the comments. After the session, we will post an assignment. Please work on that. By tomorrow's 7 p.m., you can still work on that assignment. It's questions time. If you have any questions, please post it in the comment section. Did you get the clarity about what is Python and its need, the installation process, writing the first program? Yeah, we will share if you want, we can share the PPT and the guide with you. Please go through that. Yeah, if you have any question, please post in the comment. Did everyone got an idea about the overview and introduction to Python? If yes, please type in the comment section. I just want to know how many of you are very attentive. Yes, Karthik. Yes, thank you. As this is the first session, there is some delay, like you guys also need to install that. From tomorrow, it's going to be very interesting and hands-on session completely. You can learn a lot. I have an assignment, just small task for you. Just learn the definition about what is list, importance of list in Python. That's it. It's just a small task. Whenever in the tomorrow session, if I ask it, whoever answers the first will be appreciated. I can see only the common people are responding, others are not at all responding. Karthik, Unique World. Yeah, that's the end of the session. Thank you guys. Don't worry about the notes, PPT, and the guide. Everything will be provided and updated. And we will ensure that there will be no any video disturbance from our side also. Everyone need to fill the attendance form. It is very mandatory to get the certificate, or else you will not be getting the certificate. Feedback and also the attendance form. Fill it, guys. Make it fast. Whoever attends the total 5 days bootcamp, and each day at the end of the session you will be available of the attendance form and also the feedback form. Please fill them regularly and complete the assignments. Those who perform all these tasks can only get the certificates. It's very important note from our side. I'm ending this session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for staying up for this time. I hope the same enthusiasm for the tomorrow's class. Fill the form, and whoever fill the form can leave this session. I'm ending it. Thank you.